Hello, this video is directly addressed to Satan, but you, sir, already know that. Now, I'm not one of your pissants in the entertainment industry, and I never will be. They can figure that out for themselves. Now, it says in Revelation 20:10, the devil who was misleading them was hurled into the lake of fire and sulfur, where both the wild beast and the false prophet already were. They will be tormented day and night forever and ever. And, okay, listen. This is after the war where you've got these Gog and Magog people described in Revelations 28. Listen, I've never even heard of those people. They sound pretty limp-dicked to me. I think you know that you're going to lose that war. So I don't think you're going to... come on, man. Listen, you're not going to do that. I think you're going to bend your sorry ass over the trunk and say yes when the officer asks you, do you have anything in your pocket that's going to stick me? Okay, so listen. As much as you've tried to say to the contrary, God's pretty civilized. So this isn't just going to be kind of this, act of, it's going to be done in court. Now, you know what I want. I'm not doing too well, man. So you can call this a deal if you want to. I'm going to look at it as a profession, okay? Maybe it already was my profession. That's another story. Okay. Listen, this is going to be a court trial, okay? And this is not a death penalty. You're looking at supermax, okay? And you're in pretty good health, okay, sir? So you're going to be there for a long time if we don't, work this through, okay. All right, now I understand that you're indigent, but the good news is this is going to be a celebrity trial, okay? So there's going to be a lot of very talented attorneys that will step up pro bono. I will be one of them. That's my deal with you. I will act as your personal defense attorney, or at least one of them. Okay, so listen, man, oh man. Listen, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. The case is not going to, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. Okay. Oh boy. To begin with, our case, spoil it for you, man, right? Our case is based on your psychological foresight, okay? And we're going to use a contradiction in the scriptures, okay? This is the concept of the beginning of time and the end of time, okay? Our case is that you didn't understand this because, again, this is a forever and ever thing. So if there's an end, you were confused, okay? I mean that if there's an end, you didn't get it. I mean, it's it's either alpha or omega, or it's forever and ever. That's just a glaring contradiction. So your lack of ability to reconcile those two concepts really is our case. Okay, again, Supermax, man, this is serious business. Bribery, that might be an easy one. Aggravated murder, felony murder, racketeering, kidnapping, rape, various sex crimes. Certainly possession with intent to distribute. Menacing, maybe a minor one. genocide, that they haven't really documented that yet. Okay, corruption of a minor, big one. Okay, my advice to you, sir, stop doing it now. Okay, that's going to make our case a little bit easier. And you can say, oh, well, you know, I mean, I'm just kind of influencing, right? But listen, stare decisis, man, all right? Charles Manson is in San Quentin. He's going to die there, okay? And if you look at 20th century history, he just told people to commit those murders, okay? He didn't do it himself, and yet he's in San Quentin. Stare decisis. All right, it doesn't work that way. Okay, influence is not a way out. I think that we can maybe get you juvenile detention, probation, and some community service. I don't know what that's going to be. Okay, going right along. Here's one thing, man. You're gonna have to take the stand, or we really don't have a case. I mean, you can't just be sitting at the desk there and not speak for yourself. We all know that even though your vocabulary is backwards, you can be fairly eloquent when you want to be. Okay, so you got to take the stand. So we're going to have to talk about the cross-examination before the trial. I will be in the room with you, so please take a shower. I'm going to be real with you. You stink. The soap I recommend is Kirk's Coco Castile. It's good shit. A lot of lather with very little agitation. And really, I mean, listen, this scientific revolution stuff, I mean, come on. You're not even benefiting society in a Darwinian sense, let alone a spiritual sense. So just kind of think about that before we even get together. I mean, that should be pretty obvious. Okay, now let's see what we got here. All right, I'm gonna finish this up here. Okay, I'm trying to just make this short and sweet. Black Elk will be on the jury, and he is extremely prejudiced. Okay, he's extremely prejudiced. He already made a public statement. I did not know then how much was ended. When I look back now from this high hill of my old age, I can still see the butchered women and children lying heaped and scattered all along the crooked gulch, as plain as when I saw them with eyes still young. And I can see that something else died there in the bloody mud and was buried in the blizzard. A people's dream died there. It was a beautiful dream. The nation's hoop is broken and scattered. There is no center any longer, and the sacred tree is dead. I don't have a date for that, but that ain't good, man. So that's just something to think about. You know, you might be playing chess with General Custer in juvenile detention. It won't be so bad. You're going to have to do the juvenile detention, okay? Okay, now, our people, right? Buddha and Philip Glass may give character testimony on our behalf, okay? But they're pretty eccentric, so that's going to be a topic we're going to have to discuss. That's just... Whew. Okay, now finally, I'll conclude this video. This is just some people we might, again, you're pretty intelligent, sir, so, you know, we'll discuss this. Okay. Again, this, you know, this alpha and omega versus forever and ever contradiction, that's our whole case, okay? So these people, you know, I'm going to have to really work on this, go over this, but we're going to attack this from a number of different angles. And so this is a 50-50. You know, it's a toss-up, okay? Some of these witnesses are going to include Professor A. Cornelius Benjamin, Mr. Arthur C. Clarke, Professor J. L. Cloudsley Thompson, Professor John Cohen, Dr. G. R. Gammertsfelder, Mrs. Alice Grafflin, Mr. Ivan A. Greenwood, Jr., Professor Robert H. Knapp, Mr. Arthur Kessler, Professor Donald J. Montgomery, Dr. Joseph Needham, FRS, whatever that means, Reverend D.J.K. O'Connell, S.J., Society of Jesus, Professor David Park, Mrs. Wendelin A. Raymond, and Professor Richard Schlegel, or Schlegel. Rhymes with legal. Okay, so again, this is sort of my deal, but I'm just doing my job, sir. Okay, I'm not really, you know, this is this is your bit, all right? So, you know, pro bono, if you want to call it that, but okay, all right, you get the idea. Word up.